Hello, everyone. Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a very interesting and relevant comparison, three-way at that. Regan Grimes, Nathan DeAsha, Blessing Awodibu. These guys will be doing battle at the 2023 Italy Pro. Is it going to be a Yamamoto Italy? I'm not exactly sure. Probably. Anyway, I am using the 2021 Prague Pro for both Regan and Nathan. Hold on. Don't get upset yet. I'm going to be using 2022 for Blessing Awodibu, as you can see here. But we're also going to take a look at a few other versions, like these three here. Legion Sports Fest for Regan Grimes, rather. I think he claimed that was his best version. Now, Nathan DeAsha, this is the 2021 Yamamoto Cup. The lighting was not the best here, but he actually brought a pretty solid package, winning also second place for Regan, by the way. And Blessing, this is 2022 Indie Pro. The front double bicep, this is not the best shot, I don't think, for Blessing Awodibu. He wasn't flexed all the way. I'm telling you the truth, because he was awesome at the Indie. Maybe even better. And structurally speaking, he is a friggin' monster. And he kind of sticks out in this comparison. Regan Grimes, I'll tell you right now, the front double bicep, not his best shot. Nathan DeAsha, maybe not his best shot either, but I think he could win this one. Now let's have a look at that first version. Prague Pro, like I said, for Regan and Nathan. And should have reminded you guys, pop a bag of popcorn. This could take a little while, but I want to dissect this one. Now, the Prague Pro 2021. Nathan, he brought one of his best packages all year, that year. And he was winning all the shows, but for some reason they put him down to fourth. Regan actually beat him here. And the pitchers couldn't get any pitchers till, months later. And you can kind of see here, Nathan, his conditioning is next level stuff. Now, Blessing, he looks awesome here too. And you can see what I was saying in that last picture. Blessing was not flexing those biceps. He is here. I could see Blessing maybe winning this one if Nathan brings this Prague Pro version. And nobody talked about this Nathan DeAsha. It was probably his best. And they give him fourth. Now, I don't want to get into the whole rip-off thing, but I think he was ripped off. Now, go through these shots. I'll tell you who I think is going to win. I'll tell you who I think is winning these comparisons at the end. You got to see everything and make a educated decision on this if you're going to have a YouTube channel and not have everybody hate you. That's not a very easy thing to do, But anyway, the real judges have a harder job. Conditioning again. Nathan DeAsha, from head to toe, he is winning. Balance, things of that nature, I'd give it to Regan Grimes. Look how filled out he is. Now, Blessing, I think, am I mixing these guys' names up? Blessing, Nathan, Regan. I think Blessing, he needs a little more meat in the wheels, to be honest. Now, here is the other three versions. And Legion Sports Fest, Regan Grimes looks outstanding. Nathan does not look as conditioned, thin-skinned, and I know the picture footage is different. This is terrible lighting, terrible footage at this Yamamoto Cup. But he was not as pilled. He wasn't popping out as much, and I would maybe even give Regan this between the two. And as far as Blessing is concerned, he was way better here at the Indy. His legs do not look as smooth. Now, they still do need some size, but they look much more separated here. And as far as the upper body is concerned, I don't think his lats are as big as the other guys, but he sure has a lot of pop. You notice his physique. It looks good. But in many ways, yeah, he may be placing last in this one. Turn to the side here, Nathan DeAsha. I made him very short. That's how tall he stands next to Regan. So there's no arguing that. Standing right next to each other. He's bending at the leg or the knees, guys. Look at the size of his wheels, though. So yeah, this is obviously the same footage for Regan and for Nathan, and you can see a lot more pop, a lot more wow, thin skin, things of that nature. I don't know how Regan Grimes defeated Nathan DeAsha, unless I guess the back shots may tell a tale. Now, I'm not just ignoring Blessing Awodibu in this one. I think in many ways he's either winning or losing. Aesthetically speaking, Blessing could be your man. Blessing could be your man. A little bit better in the pec as well. Here's the other three versions. Maybe their best. Nathan, look how thick he is again. That's unbelievable. Look how big his arm is. And obviously I couldn't make him the same height. He's maybe a couple inches shorter. I think Blessing's the middle. As far as height, I think Regan might be a little bit taller. I guess we'll see. Obviously they're holding their far legs totally different, so sizing can be a venture. So Blessing, well, he looks pretty good from the side. Nathan, he is going to be tough to beat. Regan, maybe not his strong point. Now here's the side tricep. It's a hoo-ah pose, first of all, for Nathan DeAsha. It is a devil of a time, or you will have a devil of a time trying to find Nathan hitting the side tricep to spec. Now the judges, as far as I know, they judge this one. They don't judge when they hold their leg out like Blessing likes to. From the side, I gotta give it to Blessing. He could win. So these are your strong poses, Blessing. Work those side shots. Don't get overexcited. Pace yourself, young man. Pace yourself. Because when you do, you could overshadow these guys. Regan, I'm not feeling it from him from the side. The wheels are not as good. Hey, I think Blessing might even be winning in the wheels from behind, or from the side. Now, speaking of behind, turn around. And there can be no doubt about the sizing. Nathan, he bends his knees substantially, baby, please. Obviously, if they went back to back, the heights would not be this. Now, Blessing, sorry, but the wheels, and he has put on size. We just haven't seen it yet. The Chicago, he was holding a little water. More than a little bit. Anyway, he did put on some size. It's going to be enough. He's going to have to put a little bit on, quite a bit on, I think. Because the wheels are small compared to Regan. Looks outstanding from behind. Now you hear the judges. It was Tyler Mannion went on there and he talked about separation in the muscles, not necessarily condition. Now if you take a close look, and these aren't the best pictures, but Nathan, he does not have that thick separation that Regan has, but I think that he is ultimately drier and maybe more conditioned. As far as the back itself is concerned, it's pretty close. Here's the rear lat for the other versions. Again, I don't know, man. Blessing, it's an uphill battle for him for the lower half and the front and from the back. From the side, he's maybe the best shot that he has, but these two guys from the back, Regan and Nathan, outstanding. It's going to be a battle for sure. Now, Nathan's back lat spread, if he's at home watching this, hey, it's not his representation of his shot. You could see it at the prog. He was opened up. He's not opening up here. The cameraman probably paid off. Get Nathan when he's hitting his back lat spread when it doesn't look good. Looks dry, solid, and Regan, hey, back for back. If you're just looking at the back, I'd give this one to Blessing Awodibu. Now, based on just the lower half, I would maybe give this one to Regan Grimes. But I keep mentioning, do not put much stock into this footage at the Yamamoto Cup for Nathan DeAsha, especially this pose. He's not even opened up. So use all your discretion. Here's the rear double, and take a close look. This is what they mean by condition. Can't always tell by pictures. Nathan, Regan Grimes. Hey, I'd say Regan looks a little more conditioned. Back for back. Nathan's back might be a little bit bigger. Keep in mind he's a little smaller, a little shorter. But his back may be the same size. Now, Blessing, he was holding his legs pretty straight at the New York. So he was holding himself up pretty tall. Might make the wheels look even smaller. So take it for what it is, guys. Not gonna hit him up on his legs anymore. I mean, hey, Regan, from behind, look at those pipes. So, am I arguing about Regan and Nathan? Regan defeating Nathan? It is maybe closer than I thought as far as conditioning is concerned. Now, here's the other three versions. I honestly think that Nathan and Regan, probably at their best at that Prague Pro, both pretty good here too. Blessing, better here. He's even bending at the knees a little bit. Not substantial ease bending at the knees, but enough to maybe make his legs look a little thicker. At least they're in the hunt. Nathan's, I think he was bottom heavy. A little bit thicker in the lower half at the Yamamoto. And maybe slightly smaller in the wheels. And his upper body was just jacked in the Prague. So using these versions, guys, I don't know. I'm a little more conditioned for Regan, but then again, his back looks a little petite next to Nathan's. This is the abs and thigh, first of all, and this is going to be the best matchup that we've seen this year. We got to see Andrew Jacked, Hunter Labrada, and that was the best one to date. But this is three guys that potentially have that type of potential. Maybe they haven't hit their bests yet. It's a little bit late for Nathan, but hey, he looks pretty good in his prep pictures. This abs and thigh, honestly, guys, could go either way. If you like that freakiness of Blessing, if you like that tiny waistline of Nathan, or you like the aesthetic, perfect six-pack, that's a classic physique six-pack for Regan. And here's the other versions. Regan, a little bit smaller, but that's what you're going to get if you're going to get more condition. You see what I'm saying? Sing! You see what all bodybuilders are saying. That's why they don't come in their biggest at all times. Otherwise they would. Nathan maybe pushing the size a little bit here. And he was maybe smoother. I wouldn't call him smooth here. It's the lighting, I think, most of all. You can see the cuts, the finery details. And as far as you're looking big, carving up, full, things of that nature, Blessing, nailed it here. Midsection, slightly full. But hey, I'd take it to get that pop, that wow that he has. Very impressive. Very impressive. And the most muscular could go either way. Every one of these shots, guys. There was a couple where there might have been a clear loser in a few. I don't know if there was too many that there was a clear winner. And maybe Blessing using these versions, obviously, guys. The wheels I did notice when I Chicago Pro compared right. When I did the comparison with the Chicago Pro, New York. His wheels were a lot bigger, but get that shreds, and he could very well defeat these two other guys if they do not come in their best. Now, Regan, he does look pretty big here. Nathan looks drier, in my opinion, my estimation. Maybe even should have got an edge over Regan Grimes. There was Samson Dawda and Rafa Brandeo. Samson Dawda and Rafael Brandeo. So they placed ahead of them. They could have changed it up a bit. Now look at, this is the Europa Spain for Nathan DeAsha. Why did I throw that in there? It's a blue light. They blue lit up everybody. They just put on that. Wow, what a bad decision that was. Bad lighting. So why did I use this version? Well, the hands class, most muscular for the Yamamoto sucked. And I think he's going to look like this. Now, those cuts, you can see those extra cuts for Regan. And for Blessing Awodibu, I think Blessing has Regan's number in this shot. Upper body. Regan still maybe getting him in the size of the wheels. I don't know. It's pretty close here from the front. Very close. So, Nathan DeAsha, whatever. You want to use this version to finish it off with. It's some sort of a rib or something. Me putting this version. Hey, Nathan won this show too. Nathan won this matchup and actually looked great here, but the lighting sucked. I wanted to use this version. If Nathan brings this classic version, I think he could be in one other level and defeat these guys. But I love Nathan. He's the man. Like this guy, been following him for years. He looks great in the prep pictures, but I do not think he's gonna have this size. Personally, I hope he wins. I hope he wins. Hope he goes to the Olympia and finally shows us that he can be a top 6 guy at the Mr. O. But like I said, going into this Italy Pro, I don't think he's going to have the size. I think blessing Awodibu, he is going to have some extra size. He has a chip on his shoulder. He is going to be on fire. I think he's going to bring his best package. Maybe not quite his best condition, but I think he's going to have some more size. Enough to be better, better posing, things of that nature. But Regan, judging by his prep pictures, he looks huge. He looks massive. And I honestly think that he could win this one, with maybe even blessing in second. Nathan, I'd like to see him win, but it's been a while. It's been a while. So now, using all of these pictures, all of these versions, yeah, Nathan might be winning. He might actually be winning. And blessing, I think the wheels will put him in third. So it's going to be a pretty tight battle between Regan and Nathan. But like I said, guys, I think realistically it's going to be Nathan and or Regan, rather. Learn my names when there's 3 of them. Regan Grimes and blessing Awodibu, battling it out. Nathan DeAsha, he's getting on in years. He had an injuries, baby please. And we'll see. I could be wrong. Hey. I hope I am. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Let me know who you think's going to win between these guys, or who won in this comparison. What have you. Have a great day, guys.